Hello, this is testing.
Yeah, I think
Hello, this is
it's
testing.
okay now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just testing it. Oh, great.
Hello Tushar, hello Sovina, how are you?
Hello, Siddhartha. Good, and you?
I'm good, thank you.
Hello, Siddharth. I'm good as well.
How are you
All
feeling now,
fine.
Tushar?
Good, good. All better.
That's nice to hear.
Great, Ishan. Hello, Vijay.
Hi,
Hello Vijaya, how are you?
wait a minute, what about you?
Hello, Tushar. Hello, Mohammed.
Yeah, hi, good evening, Tushar. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mohammad. Hi, Tushar. Good evening.
Great, great. I think we can start. Yeah, updates from, first of all, we'll discuss the updates from the Wednesday's meeting. Then, we can discuss the challenges and, the development so far. Okay?
Yeah,
So, yeah.
so
Yeah.
just to give a little perspective, actually we met on Tuesday. Uh, it was for actually just coordinating on a particular point, which was relating to the process flow. And if I can just share my screen, what we discussed was so is my screen visible?
It is, yeah.
Oh, yes. So let me just open my VS Code. I don't know why this is not opening. Okay. So most of the discussion was centered around this particular process flow, and the concern was basically the application was trying to output. It was directly trying to classify the uh, input after just one message. So you can see user starts a check-in, and then user shares the concern and classifies the message. And after that, even if you see this particular moderate, mild, and high classification, in mild there is no conversation happening. It is directly going to providing light coping guidance, and even for severity level there is no cross check happening. It's directly escalating to urgent support. Whereas in moderate, it after that classification, if it is a moderate issue, it is pulling up an assessment, asking 5 questions, collecting a few answers, and then it is again generating strategies. So this was feeling very artificial conversation. It was not a natural flow, and that is what I think Vijaya, Tushar, Kunal, Sovina, and I think Shivani was also there. So we were there, and we were majorly discussing on this issue. So what I did is I did a couple of testing. I think Vijaya also has pushed something. I saw it today. So
Yeah.
so I did a couple of things, but then the flow became much. It in fact became worse. So I reverted back all the changes on my branch. But I will just discuss what the problem was. So first of all, our orchestrator agent is called only once. Okay, and I think Vijay, you also pointed that out. That orchestrator agent is doing nothing actually. And after 2-3 sentence warm introduction, this actual orchestrator task prompt is never used. This is the biggest problem. So then with help of cloud code, I was trying to implement a couple of things. So we changed the orchestrator's job, and instead of going explicitly the cloud asked it not to classify or advise directly, rather it started going into context gathering. And after doing couple of changes, the first conversation was like after saying hello, it was directly going to classification, but now it started saying something like, hello, I am here to support you. And then when I said I'm feeling stressed or something, then again the conversation started broken. It like started again classifying things. So next step what was done was it put in something to keep a track of number of conversations, and that particular count, when it was hit, like after 2 conversations, whatever context it had gathered, then it was trying to classify. But again the conversation was feeling pretty plastic. It was not really natural. So I kind of reverted all the changes back to the branch Mohammed had created on 4th of April. So I'll be trying to implement a couple more things. Just a little busy this week, that's why I couldn't get much done. But I think we were all trying to solve this particular problem, and Vijay also has an update, I guess, on this. So Vijay, if you can share.
Yeah, I did some changes. Let me share. So here I changed the entire crew.py code, where I had a little bit of different plan. I had a discussion with Cloud and changed some the settings, like initially when we say hi, it will reply with some introductory message, and after it will have some conversation. It will try to listen first, and then it will thinks it is better to ask some deeper questions. It will start asking some questions, and then when it thinks that he has some problem with some particular uh, mental health issue, then the domain experts comes in. And if the, while having conversation, if there is no, if it is meant to the critical or critical agent, critical, then the, and if there is no someone human, then it will act like a human, but it will keep him little bit of calm, and also it will connect to the emergency. That's what the plan is. So it was basically the solution for trying for to find the solution for the initial conversation, like the therapists do. Like they start the introduction, then they ask questions about how do you feel, what are the things are going on, and then they go deeper, since things like that. I have shared that in the video too. I,
So Vijay, how after how many messages does it come to classification?
it depends on the agent. Means agent decides if if there is some problem, then it will start classifying,
Okay.
or else it will be having a general conversation.
Okay. So, Mohammed, what problem we are facing actually is how to decide whether the system has gathered enough context, as in, should it be kind of little bit rule based or should it be entirely up to the LLM? That is something we are struggling against actually.
Yes, Siddharth, what I see is
Mhm.
we can now go into deeper thing. Okay, so as said, right, we have multiple agents. Still, these agents are not properly interconnected. Right, we need to
Okay.
create proper hooks and transfer the given output of each agent has an input to the other agent, right? Other flow.
Right.
And also, orchestrator should be working as a routing for all these agents as an
Yes.
intermediate. If there is no appropriate input has been received, right, the orchestrator to take able to take the decision directly. Or we said like MCPs. We need to connect MCPs to the orchestrator directly if some kind of solution or something that need to be do web search and can be found through the orchestrator directly. So yeah, what I see is like after classifying, right, I think it's better to next go with the mental health issue directly, which is anxiety or depression or any other issue. So it need to again find it, right, what is mild, is it anxiety, depression or stress? So if it is stress, it need to start conversation in terms of such as like it should make the person calm and make to be a relief, right? As a what I can say therapist. So stress relief therapist or some kind of therapy session should provide directly. So where we can think like we can add some text to audio models which can generate text generation
Mhm.
and talk in audio format with the user directly as a natural conversation. So it feels like giving a therapy session, right? And whenever
Right.
users can turn on the mic and talk in a natural conversation with the chatbot itself. I think if we look into those things, right? If we integrate into the solution, that would be first thing I think like where our MVP will then we need to restructureize with proper proper what I can say is product management and then market research. We need to again align then it properly, flow properly. That completes it. Next level may become the initial product.
Okay, so it's basically like finishing off the skeleton first to get a complete working application, and then we can start improving the. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
product development is a very, very, very block hole, right? If
Mhm.
you fall
Correct.
into this rabbit hole,
Yeah.
lifetime in the complete lifetime, most people will develop product only. So there will be
Correct.
still no solution and no market reach. So we just need to, what I say is, we
Hmm.
just need to properly design the orchestrator connectors, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then
Yeah. So
loopings, and then we are doing mild, moderate, and severity and all this classification. So next we need to see after mild what is this mental health issue, and then we need to start natural conversation with an AI chatbot with a human, so that the therapy session, basically this session, these talks will be around like 15 to 30 minutes audio will be generated with multimodal. Okay, user can
okay.
ask again with a turn on mic and ask 15 to 30 seconds whatever he want to discuss, or the mic will be turned on throughout the discussion. In between, the AI chatbot will start listening. So yeah, if the session ends, it will try to create a summary and everything properly for the given session and share the detailed notes of the given therapy. So yeah, I will also look into the implementation of it. And yeah, this is the plan. I think we can move forward for this coming week. Hopefully, we should plan to complete also.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, we can, yeah, like you discussed, we can get this end to end running first, working at least with the chatbot integration, the audio integration, and yeah,
Siddharth,
yes,
if you have time, can you test the code which I have written?
yes,
I
I will
think it
pull the
may
you.
feel like that it will uh, get some initial conversation first and then
Correct.
split the
Right.
classify.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. Let's do that. Yeah, I'll pull your code
Yeah,
today and I'll test it
yeah.
as well. Correct. Yeah. So, Mohammed, we can just maybe first the user can start a small conversation. Maybe he can type or he can go through a audio bot, and that is when it will also gather little bit context, come to classification. Once the classification is done, then we can route it to a AI chatbot again. So we can have a chatbot integration at the first step also for classification, where it can gather context. Does that sound good, or
Yes.
it's not? Okay, yeah,
Yeah, and
because
also, right, previously we thought of discuss, right, some kind of skills. So
hmm,
this skills template, right, or the memory itself, uh, based on the user session, it will create a template and it will create that complete session for that. Whenever chatbot wants to add or interact with the user, right, whenever it is interacting again, it will
mhm.
take that template
Yeah,
basically,
yeah,
which
yeah,
has memory. So that
correct.
based on that knowledge, it will interact for that given particular user based on the, because whenever user again restart a new session also, this will help the chatbot to interact with the old user as a friend, or
Hmm.
they, right, we should not start the conversation again a raw or new conversation. So the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
conversation should be start from the previous point itself. So yeah,
correct.
everyone should think of it like how to again utilize the same like previous point of that. If the user again start a new conversation also, new session also, that
Hmm.
should become the context basically for the
Hmm.
complete chatbot to have that memory. Like whenever we've met with our friend, right? Why he's our friend? We are always connecting him. We had relationship with 5 years, so that
Correct.
context already exists in our mind. Whenever we connect, oh, what happened? Where you guys went there and you have not invited me. Something that naturally comes up, right? Similarly,
Yeah,
this chatbot able to, when the user asks some question, yeah, you were asking this question previously about this issue and how we are
mhm.
feeling well right now. If the chatbot says, right,
Yes, yes,
that
yes.
would be awesome, right?
That will be really nice, yes, because that then feels natural, and it feels more conversating with more like a friend rather than just artificial intelligence or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, artificial intelligence, however, it is becoming conversing natural, but we as a human use the system to make the
Relate. Hmm.
relatable to human. not an AI and AI.
Correct, correct.
So AI should be behaving like a human replica there. So just go through all this cloudy and we can also again connect on Tuesday or Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So to discuss on this. So I
Okay.
said one is you already discussing about the architecture. Connections are not properly connected and we
Yeah.
need to make it better. And yeah, and then voice to voice interaction, that would be great to have the
Correct.
initial MVP. If
Yeah.
anyone else can have their own questions or any clarification, they can also, or any ideas come forward, right?
Right.
So it's basically like storing the main points of the previous conversation and moving it to the next conversation, right? New session, right?
Yeah, it's similar to what I observed in my
Yeah,
life, right? Whenever
yeah,
I was 10, 15 years ago in doing any coaching, all right, I will be
yeah,
for a given topic, I was okay, whatever the sir has taught, right? Okay, whatever I remember, I will be noting few important points. Okay, simple thing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
those things are now actually happening in AI chatbots, Cloudy. They are creating these templates properly, context, what we are
Mhm.
calling it. So with using those important points or main things about the given topic, we just need to store for the given session. So there is nothing like it is very new, actually changing the complete paradigm. No, what we humans exactly were doing and how we are behaving, the important things really exist, and we're just replicating with the AI to to have something extra things into it. So there is nothing very rocket science and all, right. Everything is very grounded, but still here it is looking like extra thing in the AI application which is coming right now. So the first layer was only system prompt and user prompt. That has gone wrong. Now we have an instructions layer with skills, and the and also we have agents layer where agents role and goals already defined. Apart from that, a top layer agent which we are calling orchestrator, which knows what should be do by individual agents. It will having all that understanding, orchestrator
Yeah, like
routing.
when to call which agent at what point,
Yeah.
and to integrate in the flow. Yes, so we can. Yes, so just created a temporary flow, like we can integrate all these classifying agent, the retrieval agent to pull the templates, you want to pull the past conversations to feel more relatable during the conversation, and then finally come up with the necessary advice.
Yeah, you can say like I think we can have this template or skills kind of thing attached to the or memory or the right session context
Yes.
with the
Yes, definitely.
orchestrator itself, so that
Correct.
it can pass to all agents which whenever it is required.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
And also, if you want to add to additional task, right, whatever you want to perform during the interaction, so this task can be attached to the given individual agent so that they can utilize the given task,
Yeah.
such as yeah. So the task output can be obtained from each agent and can be passed to the other agent. So I think you can add that also there. It is already available with proper output structure with the Screw AI. You can
Okay.
design.
Okay.
You just like any new ideas or anything other or what the approach you're trying to perform or next week. So or anyone who is trying to also use the given team members to go wipe coding and complete. You guys can do, right?
Yes. So, Mohammed, actually, yes, we were planning on doing this particular thing. This week, we were trying to get this flow completed, but we couldn't get in another meeting on Friday. But now, since a little more context is clear, let us first create this end-to-end structure, get in these uh, agents routed correctly with the orchestrator agent, and at least have a minimum viable end-to-end application that can that feels natural. So maybe this week we can integrate the audio chatbot and the AI audio chatbot, and also try to connect it with the past history or conversations along with templates. So maybe we can work on this for this week.
Yes, has said, right? For the main function, which is initializing, right? Uh,
Mhm.
I think we are integrating speech to text and text to speech. So when
Yes.
a session starts, when the chat window opens up, I think this should be directly connected to the main function. Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever user clicks on it, that it can call the given or execute the given that model based on whatever prompt we have added, and yeah, so it will execute directly with the given model. So, and also if you are not like, I mean to say, this will have a if else condition, right? If the mic is on or mic is off, right?
Yes. Yes.
Or the user is trying to interact, based on that, directly that model is used, or else based on the chat input, it is directly redirecting to the crew AI orchestrator. So you just
Mm.
see how both can be connected, or it can be directly placed inside the orchestrator.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Any other updates from other members? I think only Siddhant and Vijay has discussed.
Tushar was waiting for GitHub access.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Tushar.
I just got today only. Tushar given me the access for GitHub today, and I'll start taking code from there. And along with Siddharth, Vijay, and all, we can start working there. Okay. I didn't get chance to start coding as of now. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Tushar is already angry because
No, it's not at all.
Not
no,
angry,
no,
but yeah.
No, no,
I'm
no.
not. No, I'm saying about Tushar Agarwal, right? So where he wants more active participation, and the product should be moving ahead, so that he can he can he can see the progress and development.
So, Mohammed, one more thing, we can also parallelly work on, user onboarding, like to start storing this. Where do we push this data? Maybe on Postgres or maybe on some other this thing. Because then after that we'll have to also connect the other features, right? Like billing and all those things with that profile and everything.
Yeah, Siddhant, that can be doable. Okay,
Okay.
so I think
Please go ahead,
we are,
Mohammed. Yeah.
yeah, we are AI, right? For if
Hmm.
the application is somewhat is ready, then user onboarding and storing the everything, right, or scalable things can be created after that anytime.
Okay. So just
Mm.
like suggesting, if someone is able to do it on parallelly, then like it's with Cloudy we can do it fast, right? So that's why just suggesting.
No, no, backend can be done. I can also use.
Yeah.
We can use Superbase, right? Superbase
Mhm.
has a backend, and we can utilize for free for
Okay.
new accounts, right? We can
Yeah.
utilize and do it easily.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tushar is
we
saying
can.
neon.
Yeah,
Okay.
Neon DB you can use. It has a
Okay.
very good free tier as well. Superbase also you can use, but it is still a little bit, less free tier. Okay. So Neon
Okay.
DB you can have till the time of experimentation. It's very powerful. And yeah, both, I think both of them are in Postgres only. So no need to worry when we migrate to actual Superbase. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so meanwhile, if you are using Cloud Code, so you can just give the instruction that I would be using either Superbase or NeonDB in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So use Prisma and all of that, so that it creates a backend according to that. And then
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we can store in the, of course, in the tables and database. Then we can maybe see, or yeah, maybe migrate to the actual when we put the product live. Okay.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Just one thing. Is it recording? I forget everything.
Yes, yes, yes. It's recording.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, it will be in the YouTube channel in the live section. I'll just post the link as well
Okay,
after
okay.
it
No
processes.
problem.
Okay. Yeah, every meeting will be recorded from now on. Actually, I was not available, fully available, so I could not record. But now meetings are important, and we can't, keep all the things like in mind, of course. And AI note takers only put the main points. Okay, so everything will be there. Ishan has posted a little back in detail. Okay, Ishan, you want to speak maybe a little back and update?
Yeah, so basically, I have added an backend update where
Okay.
after the conversation, the user can click on the reset button and the chat would basically it would reset and he could start the same or a different conversation again.
Okay, okay. Means it's a like user, past conversation, like in any other chatbot, right? Like they can,
Yeah,
clear if they don't. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Great, great. Okay. And whenever someone is working on user, what I want to say. So yeah, just don't, give like, user could create in free tier. I think we should give only 550s or something, right? And this is also one of the point, like, in some chatbots, if user wants to access the past history, let's say above five, so they should subscribe. So it's another way of making money. If we can, do that as well. Let's see, but yeah, hope so. Okay. Anyone wants to maybe share their thoughts or development as well? Please feel free. So,
So, Tushar, this is further down the line, but we need to think about routing it to some actual therapists, and when does that
okay.
phase come? Yeah.
Okay, I think in the GTM section, okay, so
Hmm.
when we are, of course, when we have a live at least a product, right?
Hmm.
So marketing type of thing, right? GTM. So what I'll do is also promote this to actual, like actual therapists can contact us as well, right? But in the beginning,
Yeah.
of course, when we, let's say, put the MVP live or in the beginning few initial customer, so what we'll do is I have maybe one or two therapists only, live one, and then we can, just put something like, upcoming features or upcoming, features, or maybe in the premium section we can put live therapists, because we can put live therapists in the free one, right? So maybe
Correct.
in the
Correct.
premium subscription only we can, have like will match therapist.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
it will be more of a recruiting type of thing, right? We have
Okay.
to
Yes.
onboard
Yes.
a therapist as well.
Yes. Yes. Sure.
What we can do is, when we have a final roadmap, so what people are doing, will have a public repository for this one, not the current one. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll put a product roadmap, and in product roadmap the features will definitely add. You will have a live therapist session as well, right? So I think in the main branch or in somewhere, anyone can put right now,
Okay.
and then we'll showcase the users as well what will be our product pipeline or timeline, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So just to get a basic idea, as in, when the user is routed to a call, so this will connect to the therapist on the mobile application for with mental health SaaS, and from there they will converse it, or will it route through some other application, like,
No,
so
there can
as in.
be a feature like, let's say if the therapist is using Telegram, WhatsApp, or email,
Mhm.
whatever they want to, use. So, or
Okay.
email as well. So, whenever a user is chatting, so of course, it will not be live. Live, of course, would be maybe when we, have some growth, then only live, uh, as a
Mhm.
backup therapist would be there. But
Okay.
what we can do is, we can have user management only. where users are there, but we can also have like admin access or maybe therapist access as well. So this
Okay.
feature would allow only the therapist to log in. Okay.
Hmm.
So there I think their user account will be little different. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah,
Got
before that we have to have a therapist as well. But
it. Hmm.
that feature is not very complicated or something.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
They just have to chat because there's no AI involved in that, right?
Yes. 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 It's just a
So
feature. Yeah.
yeah, it's just a feature. So it will be a simple, let's say Telegram or WhatsApp, chat. So someone is chatting, something like that.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my thought. So if anyone wants to input as well or any ideas, so please do let us know. Okay.
Yes, but we have not properly discussed this, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
if we are forwarding our client or right or the lead to the other platform or other therapist, right? What is the revenue sharing way, and if that is really feasible or not, or is the real solution actually viable?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just research more about it and maybe get a initial plan for this. Okay. The cost and everything and subscription as well. I'll just work on it. Okay. So that when we are just marketing, so we have everything ready for the public as well. Okay. And of course, it will be dependent. I think in Better Help or in some app, there would be hourly rates written as well. Let's say we have a choice of two, three therapists, so we'll have a maybe subscription, maybe tier or something rate as well. Or if not this way, then we'll have a maybe in agreement with the therapist only that will be providing with this rate, and then only we can just charge the subscription premium one.
Yes, yes. Like if the user really
Mm-hmm.
feel the value of the product, right?
Yeah.
And also there should be the subscription value should also match.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what is the amount or per charge session will be charged? Like
Yeah, it depends on the therapist, like country and everything as well, right?
yeah,
So let's say if you onboard from India, so I think so very good therapists under $10 per hour they can be onboarded. But then also the subscription would be of course a little bit higher. Let's say if one full session is there 1 hour and they are charging 10, so at least we have to have 12 or 13 dollar subscription for that. But yeah, I think the tier plan, maybe I'll do the research and compare with my other products, and I'll maybe showcase in the next meeting. Okay, then we can discuss, or maybe you all can provide your inputs as well, or if someone has already thought of it, so just share on the Slack. Okay.
most corporate
Mm-hmm.
companies, what I see is the therapist or psychologist will take few sessions for mental health. They
Mm-hmm.
might be having contracts,
Mm-hmm.
corporate contract, monthly one or every 3 months, quarterly ones, right? So they will come online or they will physically go
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
spaces and they will conduct the sessions. So coming to that, that is already happening right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
if you only see employees as main thing, because employees really going through stress all the time, and right now also it's very stress market tight situation, and it's really creating panic right among the people about job losses or impact creating in product development, complete restructuring happening. So if you are seeing like there are already existing people really connected with organizations, there are multiple layers already existed.
Yeah.
So
So, for instance,
yeah,
like Mohammed is saying, in our company over here, we are already contracted with one of the mental health agencies here. So usually, it's a free this thing. Everything is kept discreet, and so employee also feels very comfortable to talk with them, and it's all 100% sponsored, so with no charge.
Yeah,
yes,
most companies, of course, have that. It's like
Yeah.
a insurance extension, right?
Yes. Yes.
So they do have, definitely. But I think the employees or something like, are will not be our first, target, maybe customers. So I
Mhm.
think for our customer, I think we discussed this, right? Those who are, maybe little bit worried or they are already laid off, maybe they can be the one. like what to do
Hmm.
next or something stressful. So I think that is the very good market to tap right now, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
No, I mean to say, Tushar,
Uh-huh.
uh, I mean to say, we can have the therapist also onboarded, partnership. I mean to say,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
that
Yeah, I mean,
using the
subscription. Uh-huh.
application,
Mm-hmm.
we can target the companies directly and leverage that
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Now I got
in-person
it.
Right.
sessions
Got
and
you.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
also
yeah. Mm-hmm.
getting some partnership with
B2B
companies.
solution you are asking, right? Means telling,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
definitely, definitely. But yeah, that is of course, very costly as well, and we have to pitch. But definitely, I am, up for it. But we need to have some users and good users and good therapists onboarded, and it should be a oiled machine. Then only B2B solution can be sold, right?
Yeah, so like once traffic is there, like more
Mm-hmm.
users are coming in, then accordingly we can ramp it up also. Like maybe start with one or two, then ramp it up a little bit.
Yes,
I
yes,
mean,
yes.
yeah, I mean to say like
Mm-hmm.
there is nothing like this. There will be therapist also. The therapists who are looking for opportunities, we can catch
Got it.
that.
Mm-hmm.
If some
Yes, yes.
therapists are there, they really does not have the leads, okay, or they does not have contacts in industry, and they're really looking that. So we can become the bridge between them. So
Right.
we need to see and
Definitely.
we need to
Yeah.
contact
Mm-hmm.
mostly randomly contact a lot, and we need to do a lot of research on that.
And there can be always this feature, right? Like available now. So maybe three or four people are available therapists, so they can directly
Yeah,
connect.
like yeah,
And then if you
emergency situation as well.
specific,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, if you want a specific therapist, then you can schedule a call or something. So that is also available.
Makes sense, makes sense. Yes. Tushar, we don't have that right now, evolving requirement documents. So the product timeline we can create on the GitHub as well. But yeah, because we were experimenting on the features, so let's say in the next 10 or 15 days, we'll have a definite, product timeline as well. Okay. Because yeah, currently we need to have a, at least a MVP back, maybe skeleton, right? So that's what we were doing.
Yeah, means what I'm thinking, at least we have some features which we are planning for the MVU product. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that will help us to
Got
focus
it,
on
got it.
it. Focus on it, like you and we have lots of plan. I understand. Okay, that
Okay,
will be
got it.
evolving as well. Okay,
Got it.
so
I get a document. Yeah, no worries, no worries. That
just high,
I do. Uh-huh.
yeah, just high level. What we're
Yeah,
discussing,
definitely.
what yeah.
Yeah, I put some. I did put some in the beginning. Over the Excel, tracker, but we did not modify it. So it was a general one or based on like my initial thoughts. Okay. So after now discussion and everything, so I'll just update it and we can just then refer that. Okay.
Yeah, that will be really helpful for to share that one. Yeah,
Great, great,
thank you.
great. So Shivani, Ishan, Sovina, do you have any updates?
Right now, I don't have any updates. As with Kunal, I have shared some thoughts about data, which I was trying to fine tune, and I'm still on it. If be true, I will try to have some updates up to next meeting if be true. I will see which data to use. That's why
Okay.
because I am trying to use one of the dataset which is combined dataset. Like there is a little bit text and the classification part for fine tuning for Olama. But I have found in our datasets some kind of Hugging Face datasets which are like question answer type of things as well. That's why the other time on Collab it didn't go very well. I'm trying right now to fine tune on Kaggle, the combined dataset, and we'll see if it will be stopped. Then I will try to go to the other data sets to see if it will go well or not, because it's too much of a data, like much more like 100K and over
Okay.
it even. That's why the other data set which I have fine tuned, it's not so much of a mental health problem there was concerningly. That's why I'm trying not to use that one. I have shared and the collab on our announcement parts, as you can have seen, maybe the dataset as well, and like about how it answered on my questions in some cases for Olama,
Yeah.
while I have fine-tuned it. That's why I will try to do something up to next meeting. I'm thinking it will work maybe in some cases. I will see.
Great.
Which
Sounds good plan.
which model you are fine tuning?
I'm fine tuning like I have a data set
No,
and
the
we're
model
trying
model.
to Gamma. Gamma
The
yeah
3 billion.
let me say which one it is. Oh, it's too much.
Anyone has used Gamma 4 here or not yet?
No.
It's Gamma, if I'm not mistaken, 2-bit for having our model. Gamma, which one is?
So, like, what's the reason you're fine tuning it basically?
I was trying to see how it will go on open source Llama. That's why I was trying to fine tune it and to see the question answer part of thing.
Okay, so in fine tuning, right? What the technique you're applying? Is it supervised
Um,
fine tuning or DPO or PPO? What exactly?
it is. I'm only using Onslaught with
SFT trainer.
yeah. It's Onslaught, and the model name which I'm trying to fine tune is Gamma 2-bit, like this.
Like you mean 2-bit or 4-bit, like what you
Yeah.
said.
Trying to do it
So what is
with
how many new parameters you are adding?
too many. If
No,
it's true,
not too
I
many.
think.
If you're partially fine tuning, right? So if without any dropout layers, so right, you are adding 8 parameters or 8 new parameters.
Yeah, I'm trying to say it's on like 4K maybe.
I didn't.
Quantized type of yes, the quantization I'm doing in this cases like it to be quantized method for the our tokenizer to be like Q4, Q5, and Q8, and see which one to use. But basically, I am only using one Q4 in some cases.
What kind
But
of
I
data
am.
set you are using? Like it's a
I have shared it on
sorry.
Slack. If it's true, yes. Let me see.
I'm just asking like
Uh,
over your data set, like what it is. It's a conversation or is instructions or response generation.
I think it's much more like a text part of type of thing, like I'm feeling not good, and there is a labeled part of thing. But I will try to do the other as well, because one that was like answer and responsive type of thing. It's much more not was for the mental health, which I have fine tuned the other time.
Okay.
Let me show which one I am trying. I have this in here. Oh, it's so many that it's a little bit giving hard. Oh, no, it's. I think it will open now. If not, Sorry, open it from not this one. Sorry. It's going to opening.
I think it is sharing screen inside the screen.
Yeah, I am sharing for to show which data set I'm using. It's this one. Like here is text like going on like this, and in
We
this
cannot see that.
cases we have. Now it will show. I think. Is it showing?
No.
Like this, it's like the mental state giving. Here is a label how it is, and here is a text type of files.
We cannot see.
Let me. What's it? I have shared it on Slack if it's true. The name is Combined Data Cleaned in our announcement part where you can see the files type of thing. You can see how the data is. There is much more of a data that I have like here. Here is our announcement parts. Like here is the data which I have tried to see. Chat logs. The first one, which was question answer, which I have used, was this one. Made the JSON file for it and a little bit conversational type for chat logs, how it was going on. I even shared here, if I'm not mistaken, the fine-tuning part as well. Yes, call up. Here is what I was trying to do for our mental health. When I fine-tuned it to show how it was going. And it's the data. It's a little bit, I'm not so accustomed even on for my
The
data
screen is
set of
not
numbers.
visible.
Yes. Again, not visible.
Yeah,
Let
not
me
Yeah.
see. Let me try. And one more time. Okay. Now it's visible.
Yeah, now it is visible.
Yeah.
Yes.
The data set which I'm trying to fine tune, it's this one. And it comes like this data set. It's from 2 columns. It's text file here.
So what is the data set you are using? From Hugging Face are you using?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's like a data set. It's like text and mental state right now.
Is it from Hugging
The
Face,
one
right?
that this one not. This
Not
one
this
not a
one.
Hugging Face. The Hugging Face I
Okay.
will try to use for the other week as well, because before it I was trying to fine tune like this file, which I have fine tuned if it's true, and give some chat logs how it's answered in some questions here. But the
Okay.
data set is not so much of a mental health. There are some kind of mental health problem question answer as well, because it was like a doctor was
So
asking and
yeah,
patient was answering. That's why I was
this
trying first of
this
all
is
to use that one.
yeah, this what I can say is this data set which you are showing, right? So first one is user is nothing but user query and the board is nothing but the response, AI
Yeah,
response. So you are
yeah.
using this data set to train the model also, and also
This one isn't I. This is this one isn't the data set which is used for I. This is a data set which has been uploaded on some web links where we have done some kind of combining like this for some cases. But it is like only not questions answers, but a little bit of a text file with a labeling part. And this one is like a question answer part as well, because this is the full CSV file. But for JSON file, which I used it, it comes like from answer question, like and there was like patient and doctor question answering type of things like this. There are some kind of about alcohol part as well, problems, weighing problems as well, if a person is a little bit fat or something like this, for dieting parts. That's why it wasn't very great giving some chat logs for me, maybe. That's why I'm trying to use the fine tuning for the combined data set. But if that one will not work as well, if it's true, I will try to use from one from the Hugging Face, like, but it was only student question answer part of things, something like this, I think, which we have on our tracking datasheet, and it's as well is much more like a 100K for fine tuning for Olama. That's why considering how to go from here as well, if it's true.
I think 100K, that much big data is much not required, right? So
No. Yeah,
yeah, it's
here is
very
like
huge.
yeah, it's the data set of Hugging Face, which is questions and answers part of as well. But I don't know if it's a question answer like a doctor or patient, or originally only two people talking with each other. I don't know, maybe. I will try to see.
Yes, yes. You can also check without retraining, right? Is there already pre-trained mental health LLMs exist open source, right, on Hugging Face? Check that and
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what is the accuracy and all. We can test it out.
In Hugging Face, yes, we have the from Hugging Face, which I have mentioned. It was not this one. Let me see. I think this one was that, but this is not this one. It is. We have to have some kind of translation part here. With a currency, we can see no. Here is some kind of data sets which I can use. Will try, but
Scroll up, scroll up.
I don't think that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can scroll up. You can
I don't
also
think.
chat with the data. You can get the details of the data set right here in Hugging Face. I think there is a data studio, right? What is that? Click on it.
Mm-hmm. This is the tracking from our tracking part, more mental health. The other was for the student parts, which I have used. Not this one again, which I tried. Not this one, but this one. Yes. This is 100,000, as you can see, the data set, and it will take some time for even accuracy part to see, and much more. This is like a translation part they have given, maybe from other language they have translated it. Yes, translated from Vietnamese to English, as you can see, and there isn't any accuracy part given as like this. That's why I'm thinking maybe to fine tune and then try to see accuracy for classification part as well. But first of all, I'm trying to use my fine tuning here and see how it will go. Like, as you can see, it's too many, and I don't know how many hours it will take. In some cases, it is dropping if it's too much of a data. That's why it's the one that I'm fine tuning the combined data set, and as you can see, like going like this, it's too slow going on.
Now, do you think after fine tuning, what's your actual outcome you are looking for after fine tuning?
I will try to take it for Olama and trying to see how it will give me the ask question responses. If it is not good, I will try to use these ones to see for fine tuning in on all of my part and maybe seeing the classification after doing and see the currency as well. First of all,
Okay.
for me, is much more like a chat part, seeing if it will give good responses or not, than to see accuracies maybe.
I think like Gemma, for Gemma, right? On Onslaught, there is already a 4-bit quantized fine-tuned model. You can try to leverage the recent model and test it out with your data set. Okay, and I think it will be a good. And check only on multi-model, not the normal model. So which you are looking is a text generation model. So if we use a multi-model, right, so we can have more capabilities into the chatbot. Yeah, you can train multimodal model with text also, but however, if you want to add audio or video also, there are like torch. What I can say is there are torch encoders, I think, right? Audio encoders related thing or video encoders. So yeah, based on the data set, you can just use that. Yeah, I think you can post your research in detail in the chat, and if you want to connect with the members, you can again connect back because this
Let's
fine
see how
tuning
to
takes
convert
more
a
time,
big
right?
four.
Sometimes and to analyze and all.
It's taking too much time because the other time when I was fine tuning the one which I was saying that have a little bit about alcohol part and weighing and I think parts like question answer, therapist and patient question answer, it took me much more than 3 hours for 6,500 some kind of like this data set. It will take too much, I'm thinking. That's why in Colab it was trying to drop for me. That's why I'm trying to Kaggle because Kaggle is in some cases trying to give me some kind of fine tuning parts to go well. But if it will not go well because the data set is too much, maybe I will try to do maybe only the classification part to see how it is going for the predictions.
Yeah, and one
Yeah.
thing, yeah, and I think if you are generalizing the given model for from other data set, right, like which we our use case is different if the given data set is very different, not aligning with our given application. So after fine tuning, also the model itself is not ready for our use case. So it's better to, I think, first what we are looking is to build the initial MVP, right? Then we as a users, we ourselves denote ourselves, try to create some dummy data onto the platform, analyzing each thing as a dummy users. So for this dummy users, we'll create actual data, okay, with actual problems, and then as a therapist, we will create a grounded data set. So using the both things, we can train the model. So without really solving or what is our purpose, right? Training the given model, I think that does not serve a purpose.
Yeah, we have to have data for it, as I can say, for training. And I was trying to see what data set to use in this case is for doing some kind of work as well from my part, because I'm much more a little bit accustomed on this classification or maybe fine tuning parts a little bit, not so much on UI parts. If it's true, that's why maybe going on this part for me to see how to go as well. Maybe it will help in some cases. I don't know.
Yes, as what you are doing is very great, good. But I think we are not up to the mark, right? We are just in our application is still in the state of we're just exploring and building. So whenever it is ready, I think then your thing is coming up, right? So we're just exploring the application, user interaction, and all.
Yeah, because in not on this project I meant, but I have some kind of other projects like this as well have done, and in some cases we are considering data for the first parts for training to see how classification goes, because in some cases classification part isn't giving us a little bit good answers, maybe something like this, or the accuracy isn't very great. That's why trying some kind of model parts here much more. That's why I'm trying on the data sets to see how it will go.
Sure, sure. Yeah, you can if connect or discuss with your team members. You can connect and discuss after. Okay, this coming week and share their research or get inputs for that.
Yeah, sure, I will try. But as I can understand, I'm the only one concerning on the data set right now. But in some cases, Kunal has helped in, for trying to see, maybe from my part it wasn't going well, because I mentioned him that combined data set is on collab for the fine tuning part was dropping out, or the one that I have used on my full CSV file, which for counseling dataset I was used, wasn't giving a little bit great uh, answers on these cases, which I have used. We're trying to see which datasets will be great, and he much more a little bit of a custom. So for the feature part as well, he's trying to use it. Today he isn't here, as I can see. I think he has some kind of again network problems, because we couldn't contact so great with him, like because of his network.
Yes, sure, sure. Thank you, Seminar. Yeah,
Yeah, and let's say, because I was trying to see how it is going for the fine tuning part, so on. That's why I am not pushing it on the GitHub, because even after fine tuning part, the quantized model is too much. Like, I was trying to see how to, even I couldn't the quantized model couldn't share on the Slack, which I wanted to share. That's why I will try to see how it will go on all this part as well. Maybe if we can use some kind of
yeah.
uploading system or something like
Don't
this for
don't
choose.
share the model directly to the GitHub. If you want to add the model, you just use Hugging Face and save the model on Hugging Face. Okay. If you want to leverage the model or download, we can download it from Hugging Face whenever it is required. That is the easy thing I can say.
Yeah, I'm thinking this way as well, this case as well. But before it is very good done, or a little bit will give some kind of good answers, I'm not uploading right now. That's why. Sorry for it.
Sure, sure, sure. So yeah, team focus on first agentic AI, okay, and then prompts properly, and then I said um, adding multimodality, text to speech and speech to text, then Claude-like assistant. So these are all are the things. So when moving out from the local model, so then everything comes with our in-house model, right? And training the given model with, so that will come later steps. And if someone is already doing and getting prepared for that also, that's good, great. And focus on your task and I think complete and yeah, update this complete coming week so that we can have a proper track and we'll plan the MVP mostly, right? By end of this month. So then we can have a product logo and everything. We'll try to onboard few few what I can say therapists if someone is really interested and they're looking forward to have a partnership. So we can move with that also. So then AI application with the therapist when this happens, right? So this is actually the given go-to-go market and Tusha is already there in Netherlands in Europe. So we can start marketing next steps. Yes, yeah, and that's it from my side. If anyone want to talk, they can just share, and if not, we can close it. Tushar?
Nothing from my side. Actually, there's a chat question. Okay. 25, not 14, 24, 25, 26. Okay, means the next one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll record, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, if there's not anything else, we can maybe conclude. Okay. Okay, everyone, thank you
Okay,
so
have a
much.
great night and rest. And I will try to
Sure,
update
sure.
a little bit on this weekend how it is going. If not so good, the combined data set, the one that I have taken, which is about the student part, but that was a translation part, I will try to do some data analysis and classification to share it in these cases and see if it will be great to fine tune it or not.
Great, great. Okay. Then, yeah, see you maybe on Wednesday. I'll also try to join. Otherwise, we'll definitely see you on next Sunday. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye bye.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Bye bye.